guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Guess what? आज गपशप विद शगुन में हमारे साथ डॉक्टर रिया धीर होने वाले हैं जो एक साइकोलॉजिस्ट हैं एंड सारे क्वेश्चंस जो मैंने कलेक्ट किए हैं फ्रॉम माय फ्रेंड्स हु वांटेड टू नो दैट व्हाट शुड वी डू ड्यूरिंग क्वारंटीन, डॉक्टर रिया इज गोइंग टू हेल्प अस विद दैट. So we have 6 questions here. The first one is how to keep your sanity. I know that it's been more than a month and we all are losing our calm. So how to keep your calm during this lockdown? Because it's been more than a month. We've been locked in our own houses. So we need your help, doctor.
Hi Shagun, thank you so much for having me on your show. I've been following Gupshup with Shagun quite a bit these days, especially during the quarantine, and I must say that you've been giving a lot back to people. I must also say that it's a great effort by your side to actually bring about mental health awareness, which is quite a lot the need of the hour. And I guess you had sent me a few questions which were asked by a few of your friends and people known to you. So obviously, as we understand that quarantining is quite a lot looked into as oh my god, I'm in the house kind of a lockdown situation. But the point here is that understanding it as much the need of the hour. I guess people have started adapting to this quarantine process a lot more better than what they were in the very initial beginning. And what's most important to understand is that at this point of time, every social media source or any news channel is telling you through and through what needs to be done, and it's also ensuring you that you're actually getting the time to do the things that you always wanted to do. However, there can be a lot of concerns at this given point of time. People may go through a lot of paranoia, anxiety, and discomfort at a given period of time like that. And what's most important to understand is how to deal with them. Because, the first thing a person does is goes on to Google, looks up for the answers. But here's the thing, there are very basic things. A lot of families live with their children, a lot of families live with senior citizens, and it can get a little bit too exhausting for them, for those who are homemakers and are actually out of house help as well. For them, it must be quite a job, quite a task, very hectic. For those people who are working from home, it can get a little strenuous for them because they aren't used to this kind of an atmosphere. But it's quite a blessing for those who actually aspired to have a much needed break for themselves. And I would definitely give you guys a hack which anyone and everyone can practice. And it refers to as a mood monitoring journal, which helps you and enables you to understand your moods through the entire day during the quarantine process. So, of course, I would also recommend other measures, but I would like to start by defining this one measure, which actually encircles around psychotherapeutic intervention. And in this, what one needs to do is maintain a mood monitoring journal. So we can start by, trying to do the activity together. So the first thing to do is to get a book and pen together and make 3 columns. The first one being the situation that you are dealing with, the second one being your response, and the third one being a reinforcer. So, in this, what one does is you fill out the situations, the daily situations that you are dealing with, and your responses at the same time, consequently, in the second column. And then once you're done filling both these columns, by the end of the day, when you're just about to get done with your dinner and you're about to kind of give yourself some time out before you tuck yourself to bed, uh, you may want to consider going back into this page and trying to rectify and reinforce yourself with the positive thoughts that you can give yourself at this given point of time. And this basically enables you to understand what your triggers for the day will be, what kind of emotional changes you undergo, what kind of mood changes you undergo, and it helps you monitor them. So, this is one of the easiest exercises. The second thing that I would definitely recommend is practicing meditation and mindfulness, which we will be practicing together as well, towards the end of the video, because I'm sure Shagun has a lot of questions to ask as well. And yes, mindfulness definitely helps. What it does is it releases certain neurotransmitters, which are brain chemicals, which helps you to bring your body into a complete state of rest. It also boosts up the immune system because you have a continuous breathing pattern. When your anxiety levels are reduced, automatically your body responds better. And at the same given point of time, I would also recommend deep breathing exercises to ensure that the respiratory tract is obviously being also looked after. A healthy diet would do fabulous. Nowadays we have, a lot of celebrities, a lot of you know professionals like the nutritionists also putting up fantastic recipes and amazing diets as well, and also a good health regime which involves a very good workout plan for the entire day. So I guess one needs to understand that there's not much that you need to look into to get yourself through the day, but definitely bring out 1 hour of the day for yourself where you keep yourself away from your phones, away from all the kind of gadgets, and give yourself that 1 hour to introspect that the time that you have, which is obviously not going to come back once you get back to your daily routine. You're going to obviously going to miss this time. So what are those areas that you would want to tap into yourself, understanding your basic needs and focusing on them?
All right. Thank you so much for that answer. It was wonderful. The next question is that whenever you're feeling anxious at home, what should you do?
Yeah, a lot of us tend to face situations which make us feel that our routine is gone for a toss. It's really, really messed up. That's the time one needs to understand that getting anxious, restless, or paranoid is not the goal. Of course, I know it's easier said than done, but I guess it takes is a conscious effort to understand that if today your routine hasn't gone according to what your schedule demands, it is fine because you can bring it back to your normal routine even tomorrow. So it is fine. At the end of the day, what really matters is that you're going to be able to focus on what you need to complete. Make a to-do list, and it's a lot of fun actually if you go to see if you make a to-do list, because then you have it all right in front of you and you can easily access to them as well. So I think that would definitely help maintaining a to-do list, or putting up some sticky notes and writing down what you're looking at. Also exploring new activities, and also figuring out one different thing that you would want to do in the entire day to enhance that one extra bit of yourself.
Okay, so this question has come from all the age groups. It is that we have started feeling really restless at home, and even after we have been keeping ourselves busy, we still feel restless at times and we feel like stepping out. तो तब क्या करना चाहिए? Okay, so for people who are going through a rough patch and are mentally disturbed, what should they do?
Yeah, I think for people who are going through a rough patch and are mentally disturbed, I think, see, the government has also provided a lot of, medical services, which also includes a lot of psychological help. Also, there are a lot of professionals who are out there to help you. So please don't be hesitant or skeptical to ask for help, because at the end of the day, this is for you. And I think if you want to work on it as at a personal level, then you need to start monitoring your daily life activities, which we also refer to as all daily life activities, like an ADL activity. So start monitoring them. Look after your nutrition, because nutrition is very, very important. We tend to binge on a lot of foods especially a lot of times when we are emotionally kind of going through a lot of changes, so we tend to binge on a lot of junk. So I would definitely recommend that try to keep yourself away from that, because that definitely brings a lot of alteration to your body, which later on affects your mood. And about, for people who are going through a rough patch, I think try to read a lot of self-help books at this given point of time if you do not want to push yourself forward to getting help from someone, because a lot of people still tend to go through a lot of skepticism. Also at the same time, practice the mood monitoring activity. It definitely will help you. Practice mindfulness. The idea of doing all of this is to ensure that your mental health is in a balanced position, in the right equilibrium, because at the end of the day, if you are psychologically fit, you will be able to do a lot more for your body than what you would do at a usual level.
I think this is a very good solution that you've given, doctor, and thank you so much for that answer. Next question is that our routine is messed up. How to get back in track even after being home the entire day? The last question is how to stop overthinking, especially at night.
A few problems which are very commonly faced by people today are, going through anxiety, paranoia, sleeplessness. A lot of people deal with insomnia conditions as well. And also, I guess there's a lot of negative thought process. What happens is, one needs to understand that the news that is displayed or that is showcased on any news channel or through any digital media platform or through social media is dominantly for awareness, and it is very important and very detrimental to understand that one does not have to absorb this with a negative impact. You need to understand that this is actually done and considered only so that you are safe, your family is safe. And for all those who are still trying to experiment stepping out, please, it is my humble request to you, stay at home. I know it can get a little intimidating for people who are not used to staying at home, and they may get extremely restless at this given point of time, but this is much the need of the hour. And I guess a little bit effort from our sides towards ourselves is obviously going to make it better for the families, our community, also the kids at home. So please, I mean, at the end of the day, we're all the role models of the future tomorrow. So let's do our best to ensure that we're giving the best to all of them as well. Also, with psychological conditions, as I mentioned earlier, that it is a very, very, very essential aspect to ensure that your psychological condition is taken care of in the right direction. And what we can do is right now is practice meditation or a mindfulness making activity. There are a lot of other activities. You can also look into some mandala art, which we will be coming up with a little later as well. And these are very basic techniques which will make you feel extremely calm and composed. Also, practicing mindfulness helps with insomnia. It also helps with dealing with anxiety and paranoia at a very, very, very good level. I must say that Shagun has been very instrumental in promoting awareness, especially mental health awareness, which tends to go a little unseen by people, and unnoticed by people. I guess the more we spread awareness, the more we'll be able to help each other. So thank you so much, Shagun. Keep up the good work, and I'm really happy that I could be a part of your contribution as well. So guys, please do not think twice, because we are here for you and we're here to help you. Thank you so much. All the very best. Stay safe.
थैंक यू सो मच रिया, दैट वाज अ वंडरफुल आंसर एंड आई एम श्योर कि काफ़ी लोगों को इससे हेल्प हुई होगी. मैं चाहती हूँ कि आप आते रहें मेरे शो पे, टॉक शो पे, एंड कीप हेल्पिंग अस. थैंक यू सो मच वंस अगैन. वी ऑल नो हाउ इम्पॉर्टेंट आर थॉट्स आर, और हमारा जो माइंडसेट है वो सिर्फ हमारे थॉट्स से कंट्रोल हो सकता है. तो देर कोई ऐसी चीज़ करो या कोई ऐसे इंसान से बात करो जो आपको हैप्पी फील कराए। आप अपनी वाइब्स हैप्पी और पॉजिटिव रखोगे ना, ट्रस्ट में आपका दिन बहुत अच्छा जाएगा। और ये बहुत अच्छा टाइम है अपनी फैमिली से क्लोज होने का। जस्ट गो, गेम्स खेलो, बातें करो, कोई ऐसे टॉपिक्स निकालो, पुरानी फोटोज देखो बचपन की, बहुत हेल्प होगा। ध्यान रखो, स्टे सेफ, थैंक यू सो मच। ऑल्सो इफ यू लाइक दिस वीडियो, डोंट फॉरगेट टू लाइक, शेयर एंड सब्सक्राइब। बाय।